He probably knows everybody in town. More than anyone that we know of, Steve's a friend to us all.
Just a really good guy. He's easy to get to know. He's friendly, he's dedicated, and he's a good Christian man.
Steve was involved with the creation of the Shoals Angel Network, and Steve was instrumental in us putting the original group together.
157. We had talked about 157 for years and years and years about that road being 4-laned. And we'd had promises and promises from every politician year over year over year. And Steve came up with the idea to go and bring in the Coleman folks and the Lawrence County folks where there are different pots of money at the DOT. And we started a coalition. Coleman started building toward us. Lawrence County was in the middle, and we built toward them. Next thing you know, the 157's built.
Steve was the first individual that I truly felt like was bringing a professional attitude to the chamber. I had felt that previous leadership, although they had been effective in their roles, didn't quite have the same vision that Steve was bringing.
I think Steve's major strength was unifying the communities where we weren't looking at one another as individual towns, individual counties. He impressed upon the fact that we were one larger community and needed to present that front when we were in Montgomery or in Washington, D.C., and we would get a lot more done.
My role at the time was CFO for PCH Hotels, and I was up here to start work on the feasibility study for the hotel, the Marriott project, and the golf course. And he was a tremendous resource for me over those years.
One thing you learn in life is there are people who talk the talk and there are people who walk the talk. Steve Holt, more than anyone I know, has used this expression countless times with me. It's amazing how much you can get done when nobody worries about who gets the credit. And I've seen Steve time and time again walk that talk.
It's very, very easy to warm up to Steve very quickly because he's such a genuine kind of individual. Steve's all about building relationships with people. I think it's perhaps his greatest strength as a leader.
One of the things that Steve did all the time was he'd walk up and shake your hand and say, "What can I do for you?" And that's a class act. That's a leader who does stuff like that.
But I think one of his biggest contributions is the behind the scenes, because people don't realize all the work he's doing to bring businesses in the area. They just see the big industries when they come, but all the small businesses.
Steve Holt has a lot of people in the Shoals area who admire and love him a lot, frankly.
The Singing River Bridge was built up while he was here, the completion of Highway 157, the Shoal Creek Bridge. There's just so many things that he has had a part in.
We share a love of chocolate. So it's always fun whenever we're somewhere where there's chocolate served because, you know, who can get to it first? And he loves dogs. We share a love of dogs, a love of chocolate.
Steve, I speak for all of us when I say that you have been an outstanding example of leadership, integrity, and devotion to the Shoals, the Chamber, and to your staff. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to learn and grow under your guidance, but most of all, thank you for your friendship.